Yeah, well, I mean, the data would look the way, or the data would look the way it looks in like 4 days
So
prior, 4 days
so
forward. You know, it's all
basically
in one
like
place.
that.
Uh,
Where do I put like where it's meant to be the city though?
so like yeah, at the very end you just do another one more comma. No, well, like after that income number, you put a comma,
And then the fucking the city,
quotation,
the
well,
state.
quotation mark, and then city state, and then quotation mark. The quotation mark will basically uh, uh, format it like just text.
Okay.
257 on the right to Bakersfield.
So it'll be like in like one or two of them, it only said like the state, not like the city. So it was only like the majority of them had like the fucking the county or like the area of the state, but the majority like the majority of them had that, but like two of them only had like the city, no nothing else.
I mean, we can start with just states and then like kind of maybe try to tone it down to a state first.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the majority of them did actually have more than the state. Like so, yeah. Like I did uh, take the data from those regions within the state rather than the overall state. But I think two or one didn't have it. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. So it will be like this, and then it will be like, you know, can you see?
Yeah. Or you know what? Actually, let's do two variables. So like one would be city, and then comma, and then state. And then if there's no city, then it will just be like zero or whatever. You know.
Okay. City and then state, right?
Yeah, yeah. Then I can like filter sort them or categorize them by state, and then also we can see because it does change, you know, from city to city.
It
Like
does. It does. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So does it look nice to you like that? Like an example?
You're missing a quotation mark. We need two quotation mark.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah. Here, right.
and also a comma in between of them.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, I think you got it.
And then there will be like the next one and next one, next one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
Turn left nice, onto nice. Highway 58.
All right. Let me show you the lycopene one.
Oh, we got some statistical results.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no, oh no, no. It's creatine, creatine. Yeah, creatine is creatine. Okay, so I made this one. I updated it. It only had like 4 points, and I updated it. Now we got fucking how many do we have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points, and it only had like 4 points. It's fully updated, and here I divided them by type, which will be basically 0 will be 2 grams and 5 will be 5 grams. I mean, and 1 will be 5 grams of creatine.
Wait, give me a second. Let me check on the directions. I'm getting
Confused?
confused where I'm going for a second. Okay. So, right. Like I have two GPSs and they're different in what they think I should do.
Mm.
So I'm like trying to figure out which one I should follow. Okay, I guess one is trying to take me around the city, and the other one is just taking me wants to take me through the city, through a city.
Oh, okay.
um, um, yeah, I guess I'll just go through this city. I don't give a fuck. It's nighttime. It's not a terrible time to go through it. Okay.
Yeah, probably nobody's gonna be driving there.
Or yeah, very few people, barely anybody. Let me drink some water. Okay. Let's see. Okay.
Can you
Yep.
see it?
So we're looking at the lycopene, you said?
No, creatine.
Oh, creatine.
Yeah, we
Okay.
already did lycopene yesterday.
I mean, it looks similar to what it was, I think.
For creatine?
Yeah, I feel like that's similar to what it was. The red line.
I'm pretty sure evaluated, but like I can try to evaluate even.
No, yeah, but I mean, like, it might be just that, like, no matter how many points you take, it will look like that.
Mm.
You know, it might have settled into its trend line. Okay, yeah, if you want to go down. Fuck,
What?
creatine. Um, what the fuck? I just ordered the fucking lycopene. I don't know if I don't. Oh shit, I forgot to order creatine. Okay, I'll try to do it because I got this 5 day run to Florida. I can order shit to come, somewhere near Florida, and then it'll get there by the time I'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I need to fucking remember about Chris. Okay, let's check out this graphs and then maybe I'll try to order it. So is this what's the second graph?
This one? So
Uh,
for
is that no? Is it? I think before yeah the one before go
uh
up.
this one is number forward more
Yeah,
than
yeah.
one and versus blue one.
Wait, let me see. So which one is better? They're similar, right? Well,
Blue. Blue is better in terms of values.
huh? Yeah, it kind of seems like it doesn't take everyday lycopene to make a difference.
No, this
Okay,
is creatine.
I mean creatine. I mean creatine. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Right. Oh yeah, yeah. Forward. Yeah. So what's this one?
One versus I mean zero versus one.
No, this.
Yeah, because well, the cup is red, kombucha is yellow, mix is blue, and I use like zero for like 2 grams and one for 5 grams.
Oh, this is our different. Okay, I see. So uh, yeah, I see. They're like almost the same. So which one is the slightly small better which one is slightly better value?
Okay, red.
And is that smaller dose or bigger dose?
I don't know because here it uses cup red and kombucha yellow. I just know that I use
So
like zero on 2 grams and
if
five
you look
on.
if you look in the so if you look in the code and you find where it says red,
Okay.
and then to the left of it, it will say somewhere equals to 0 or equals to 1.
You mean the right?
No, it should be to the left of it. In the code where it says red,
Yeah, I see red,
I mean,
but if you
not
just
in not in the description, but the code.
yeah, I'm looking at the code. Join
Yeah,
plot.
where you find red, or it's the
Uh,
word red.
okay, so yeah, yeah, what it says red, like if you go, if you follow the code, the
To the
it,
left. You look to the left of the word red.
yeah, there is no value on the left of the word red. The clock, like, you want me to zoom in? Look,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Red. Um,
it says show plot list plot red equals map mean
oh
hash.
yeah, it would be yeah, that wasn't. So yeah, I guess to the right of the word red. There's going to be another red after the first red.
It just
I'm
says map, and well, if you follow all the way where there is at least something meaningful, it just says select MD hashtag 6 equals 00. Uh, yeah, it
equals
no,
zero
no, no,
zero.
no, equals zero. Equals
Yeah.
0.
Okay, so yeah, red is zero then.
Okay, and for blue there is no one or whatnot. It just says uh fucking join true plot style blue. So yeah, one is I guess 5 grams.
Um,
2 miles, turn left onto Highway 43.
Which means to
what
be the healthiest.
select? Okay. Um, and okay, I kind of zoomed in and now I'm like, how do I zoom out? Uh, so and it doesn't want to zoom out. I mean, what's it? I think this phone is bugging out. Yeah, it definitely is bugging out. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
Um, okay, it's restarting the stream. Okay, let me see. Um,
5 grams is meant to be the healthiest here in this chart.
wait. Can you zoom in a little bit? Whoa. No, that's wait. I think it's updating the form. Okay, there you go. I was like, okay, now I can see well. Yeah, red is one. No, red is one.
You sure?
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the code right now. Yeah, blue is zero because okay, so you find the word red with a capital R.
There is no capital here.
Yeah, well, you find the word red which has a capital R.
Mile, turn left
Uh,
onto Highway 43.
It's on the second line at the end.
right, yeah, here.
The plot style. You see, plot style
Yeah, yeah,
means
here.
that's yeah. Plot style is the red line, and then if you go to the left of it, you'll see the hashtag equals one.
Okay, yeah, yeah, here, yeah, I see it.
Yeah, and the blue has the same thing. If you go to the left of the blue, capital B, there'll be a equals zero.
I see.
Turn left onto Highway 43.
So 0 is
So which
better.
one?
Uh,
So
wait, the overall
which one is
value.
better?
The overall value is -0. Like red one is meant to be the best one in terms of red is negative
That
0 point 15 for like 154.
is that the smaller or bigger dose?
That's like 5 grams then. If we're
Is
talking
that
about that,
bigger?
yeah, yeah. No, it's updated.
Okay,
It's
so
5 grams, 5 grams, and the blue one is 2 grams.
oh, nice. So the bigger dose is the better value.
Yep, yep.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I mean, slightly, but still. Okay. Um, got it. So that's better to do it at night.
Blue and red.
Um,
It's blue, which will be on the evening.
yeah, better to do it at night. By far, it looks like it's actually unhealthy in the morning or right after you wake up.
Yeah.
It looks like it's healthy, specifically closer to the before you go to sleep, or like at least over the half time to going to sleep.
This one is right is 0.1 hours uh before food. Blue is 0.1 hours after food. Yellow is during food. Black is 1 hour after food, and the healthiest value is yellow.
And so the healthiest value is which
During
food
food,
wise during food.
that's what it says.
Okay, nice.
And yeah,
So it
tells
looks like ideally is creating ideally fucking with during dinner,
yeah.
or at least during the last meal of the before sleep.
Yep.
2 miles. Turn left onto Stokesdale Highway.
Fuck. Oh, and it's fucking GPSs. I decided to follow one, and I made the first turn. I don't know.
Yeah,
Fuck.
contradicting each other.
Let me see what is this one doing?
I did.
Oh my.
I did. What was I gonna say? Lycopene and creatine, like normal ones, non-experimentals, and yeah, all of them are like healthy values in terms of um within
Overall.
the overall ranges. Like differences in mean it was negative 0.259, and like for lycopene and for creatine it was negative 0.120.
So you got the normal experimental Mathematica one for normal or experimental?
Those two, I mean, for like lycopene and creatine that I did today, they're normal. For
Ah, you said,
the
wait.
experimental, For the experimental, I had already done it before for lycopene and creatine. And yeah, for like creatine in the experimental, it was like negative 0.09193, and for lycopene was negative 0.126, and for the normal ones, the values are higher.
So I mean, I see the ones filled in for one, two, three, four columns. Is that four columns
In where in
at the bottom? Yeah.
uh yeah uh
Is that the creatine and lycopene?
Yeah, and those are normals. And like this, like the fucking section is for the experimental values. That's why there is no values here. But if you scroll up here, you're gonna see creatine and lycopene for the experimental one.
So which one? So where's no values? Okay, so yeah, so you're just missing one
In a
column.
mile.
No, no, I'm not
Turn
missing
left on
anything because this
Stokesdale
one is for the
Highway.
experimental. Remember?
Okay, and you said you didn't do it for experimental for
No,
the lycopene
I did
and
it, but yeah, I did it. I did it. That was
oh,
from like a few days ago. Remember when I did them?
No, I mean this time, like today or yesterday.
No, I did it like uh, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, two
Okay,
days
I
ago.
mean, so what? Okay, but what you're talking about, you're talking right now about is the normal ones.
Yeah, yeah. Right now, I was talking about the normal ones. It's like
Oh, okay, okay.
negative 0.259, and for creatine, it was like in differences in
Turn
means
into
it
First
was
Street onto
negative
Scoopdale Highway.
0.120, and
Ah,
all of
okay,
them were
okay.
1, 1, 1, 1.
Um,
It's overall healthy.
well, what is my GPS trying to tell me? Oh my gosh,
Your
I'm
fucking
supposed to go left.
GPS wants your truck to grow fucking wings and starts flying off.
Oh
Literally
yeah,
take off.
basically, there's a huge circle, with, roundabout where like you go into the circle and then you can take exits from the circle. And my GPS doesn't even know the circle exists. It just fucking says turn left. but but I guess since then they've put in a circle, so you have to go around the circle and then you can turn in that direction.
Honestly, it's so fucking confusing, bro. Like, what do you do in those situations? You just like follow your instincts or what?
No, I mean, like it says, turn hard left, right? And I see a circle in front of me. I just know that, I still gotta go, hard left, but I just go around the circle and kind of guess which road it's talking about. The road is the same. It's just instead of a turn now it's a fucking circle.
I see. Huh.
Yeah, my GPS is completely and the other GPS apparently knew about the circle. So
Yeah, you should.
randomly
d-
randomly one GPS has better directions than the other one, but it's like never the same.
You
The same GPS.
you should definitely listen to the one that detected the fucking circle. The wait, what is it called? Like the
uh,
circle?
roundabout.
Yeah, roundabout. Yeah, yeah.
No, I mean the other GPS fucked up just as many times as the first one, like massively. Like the other one would be like I'd be driving on the interstate, right?
Uh-huh.
And for some fucking reason, it decides that there is a traffic jam or a closed road or some shit, and it would fucking take me off the interstate like fucking 35, 40 miles around with fucking traffic lights and stop signs and put me, back on the interstate after that. And I'm like, why the fuck would like, what is the shit that I went around? And then like all the times when I ignored it, I was like, well, fuck you, GPS. I'm not going. I'm not, leaving the interstate.
Uh-huh.
Like there was nothing there. Like it just fucking imagined something, and so like there was a few times when I would be like going, I would forget about to ignore it,
Well,
and I would take the exit.
wouldn't you think that it'll
And
be a good time to invest in a better GPS?
no, these are like the top of the line. This is
Seriously?
as good as the
And they're
yeah,
that
they're
scuffed?
they're as good as it gets.
Fuck no, that sounds nightmarish, bro. Like, you know,
The next step is to have some CIA guy looking at the satellites in real time, telling me where to go.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe there might be some other ones that they might not be as high end, but they even do the better job. They're more updated or whatnot.
No, this is as good as it gets. This is like yeah, top
Top tier.
top.
And still
Yeah,
flawed as fuck
there's
sometimes.
there's there's yeah there's nothing above this too.
Uh-huh.
Anyways,
You wanna do the hell
okay.
research, bro? Cheese, for Parmesan cheese, every 100 grams have around like 383 tryptophan, and dark chocolate has around like 64 milligrams, like in one of the results, right, per 100 grams, and another one said that other chocolates, dark
Wait,
chocolate can have like 500
can,
milligrams to 900
sorry,
milligrams. What?
can you say that again?
Oh yeah, for Parmesan cheese, 100 grams, it has around like 383 milligrams of tryptophan. And for dark
Okay.
dark chocolate, we have three different values. which will be it will range one of the results that I told you. Remember that I told you that they were like very what was I gonna say, there was multiple variables, right? And like it didn't have like a precise fucking number of tryptophan. So for the first value, it will be 63.54 milligrams of tryptophan per 100 grams, and for the other values, it will be 500 to 900 milligrams per 100 grams in dark chocolate.
Okay. How about I guess for next time update it. See about cocoa powder, because I guess chocolate can range from like 30% cocoa powder to like 70% cocoa powder, and that probably makes a difference. You know, if there's like 4 times as much cocoa powder, there's going to be 4 times as much nutrients that are
Okay,
related to cocoa
yeah,
powder.
sure, I'll check the cocoa powder.
I bet it's closer to like 700. But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, if that's true, then it's almost similar ballpark. You know, like 300 milligrams in cheese and like seven. Well, I guess chocolate would be higher than on a higher range.
Yeah. So
But I bet like the more concentrated is, the higher the range. So like cocoa powder is like 100%. You know, cocoa powder. Then it might actually have like at the 1,000 milligram range.
yep. So for glutathione in blood, the amount of glutathione in blood can vary depending on various factors such as age, sex, overall health, lifestyle. However, the average concentration of glutathione in human blood is typically in the range of like 0.5 to 5 millimoles per liter, which can be expressed in as approximately 5 to
Wait.
50 milligrams
Did you
per
say
100
there?
grams.
Did you say there's a good size range for
What?
glutathione in blood? Did you
Uh,
say there was like a range?
yeah, 0.5 to 5 millimoles per liter.
That's fucking tenfold.
Yeah, apparently that can vary.
Oh wow. Okay. Let's see. So
But we're talking about milliliters, bro. Like it's yeah. I mean milligrams.
no,
Sorry,
just
milligrams.
okay. So what did you say after that? After that range?
So there could be 5 to like 50 milligrams per 100 grams.
Okay. Did you get like a value for like per, instead of
Grams.
like per organ, it would be for how much blood is in the person?
Yeah, per 100 grams.
No, like per how much blood, like an average person. You know, like you
Yeah,
did
but
like per 100 grams in the brain.
I didn't use the blood ranges, but I did use the ranges of liver, lungs, and brain and kidneys. And then
No, I'm saying that like
yeah, for like a full
uh,
blown person, it will be like fucking in total. The total glutathione will be like 160.875 millimole. If we consider the values given um in the liver, the lungs, and brain, and the kidneys, and I average them out, it will be 160.875 millimoles. And for liver, for like an average size liver from an adult, it will be around like 0.003, uh, around 0.00035 to 0.0135 millimoles for the liver. For the lungs, it will be around like 0.00055 to 0.0005 millimoles. For the brain, it will be around 0.0006665 to 0.0026 millimole. For kidneys, 0.135 kilograms, the kidney. And the results will be like around 0.00004 uh 5 to 0.000 135 millimoles.
no, no. Okay, so
Oh, well, that will
but
be in
we
way
want.
to fall the liver in general.
I mean, we already covered the each organ before, but
No,
like
we
for
didn't.
the for
This is the first time that we
or,
covered how much what I was gonna say,
oh
how much fucking I did this formula myself, like basically how much fucking glutathione there is in like in a liver.
okay, but what I think you're using units of millimole, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But we want it in like milligrams or grams.
Ah, okay, I go I can convert it, I guess.
Okay, you wouldn't happen to like have like equation in your mind to do it right now,
No,
or is it something? Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it for tomorrow. I'm kind of
Okay, yeah,
tired.
yeah, like yeah, for sure. Yeah, do it in grams, and then also, actually, let's separate it. Like so, when you do it for the whole body, um, do two values. So you average out all the low range values between them, blood, liver, and everything.
Uh-huh.
And then you do like total glutathione in milligrams or grams for the whole body for the low range, and then you do it for the high range.
Uh,
You know what I mean?
no, okay, can you say it again?
So at first you select all the low ranges concentrations.
Uh-huh.
So you from liver, kidney, and all that you select the low ranges, the low.
Okay, I get it, I get it. Using like low ranges, okay, okay, I get it. And then the higher ranges, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, and then we can see like what how many grams of glutathione is between the fucking low range and high range.
okay, yeah, for sure.
Nice. And like the total amounts, I guess in milligrams or grams.
All right, yeah, okay.
And also, yeah, and also like I guess I'm still curious about how many milligrams or grams of glutathione. Like what's the range in milligrams of glutathione for whole blood or like in the blood of a person?
Yeah, I told you 5 to 50 milligrams per 100 grams
No, but not per hundred. Like in total.
of blood.
Yeah. So the same thing like you did for the per brain or per kidney. So this one would be per
Yeah,
entire
like
blood.
basically try to find out how much blood in grams or like kilograms and grams your average person has, and then
Yeah.
average.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Common.
Man, it's fucking so. It feels really weird to talk about this shit, right? It's
Well,
like
not really.
I mean, it's just like we're like I don't know. If it's like somebody trying to squeeze glutathione out of a person, it's like, how much glutathione can we squeeze out of a person? And then we can fucking build a fucking factory where we just squeeze it out of people or some shit. I don't know. It feels weird like that. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's important information that we can discover.
Yeah, I wrote down how much blood there is in the blood. I mean, how much? Wait. How much glutathione? Hold on, glutathione there is in the blood of an average male adult.
Nice. Yep. Actually, that's a good classification. Yeah, if we just stick to the male side, and so we don't get confused and average it out with like smaller people.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I'll check it out.
2 miles. Turn right
Nice.
onto South Blue Road.
So for folate levels, normal serum levels folates ranges from 3 to 10 nanograms per milliliter. The study included 123 participants with 61 patients diagnosed with bipolar disorder and 62
Wait,
healthy
I'm
control.
sorry. Hey, wait, can we go back a little bit? So what was the biggest range? The biggest range was for blood, right? Like
Yeah, yeah,
between low and high.
yep.
What was the smallest range?
Uh,
Like the tightest, or which organ had the tightest range?
the smallest range will be, I mean, the lungs and the brain were like 0.05 for the lowest.
Not a single value, but like a difference in the low and high. So like for blood, it was like tenfold difference between low and high range, which is
Okay. Uh,
was that the
it
highest,
was it
the
was
biggest?
it was the brain like 0.05 to 0.2. Like in terms of like okay, uh,
Like yeah, so that's a factor of four, right? So like
yeah, yeah,
and that's the smallest one.
yep,
What and what's the biggest one? Is the blood the biggest one, a factor of 10?
yep.
Huh. Yeah, it seems like like once if you get deficient, it starts to coming out of everywhere, and there's like nothing, getting transported in the blood. It's really in the low, drops really low to 0.05 or whatever in the blood.
Mm,
But it's really just does it to support to make sure that it gets pumped. The brain stays at like most tightly regulated range.
yeah,
I guess if you're deficient glutathione, the first place where it dumps is the blood, like it loses out of glutathione,
I see.
or the first place it gets depleted, I guess, is the blood.
Mm. Depletion of glutathione in the blood. Uh, Now I was gonna say, so for folate levels, I'm gonna tell you like what I found in terms of like difference in folate levels between bipolar people and non-bipolar
Did
people.
you
What?
did you say something before that? I think I might have missed it. If you said something before that and
Uh,
after the glutathione.
no, didn't really say anything.
Okay, so it's after glutathione we started with this
I mean,
folate.
yeah, I mean, I'm skipping this because I gotta like fix them, like the
Yeah, yeah,
millimoles to
yeah.
2 grams, and then
Okay, yeah, I see it. No, yeah,
well,
yeah. So yeah, I guess folate.
but
Go ahead.
what should I keep this one in consideration, considering that this one is at the average of the low and high for like lungs,
Uh,
brain, kidneys? Like that'll be the
I don't.
midpoint.
I think if we get the low point and high point,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think the high point is
No, no, no. What I'm trying to say is like, yeah, I'll do them, but I think that I should
you
also
can you
keep
can do
this
you
one
can do it. I
here
mean, if you want to. Yeah.
for like and convert it to like milligram grams or milligrams or whatnot. Uh, uh, just for reference, like the midpoint will be this one, and then low will be low point, and high will be high point, and we also have middle point if we keep this one value.
If you want to, sure.
Kind of makes sense to me, but yeah, I guess
Cool.
because that
Yeah.
way you have your low, mid, and your high.
Yeah.
Uh,
How many? Then it will be like how much glutathione does it take, to get a person from fucking deficiency to high end to like good end.
yeah. The study included 123 patients with 61 patients diagnosed with bipolar disorder, 62 healthy controls. The participants were recruited from outpatient clinics and communities settings. The diagnosis of bipolar was made using a DSM-IV, which is a fucking sort of test or study to sort of analyze people's mental illnesses and confirm or reject the fact that they're mentally ill or not, and confirm through a structured clinical interview. The healthy controls were matched for age, gender, and socioeconomic status. Serum folate levels were measured using a chemiluminescence assay, a, 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 assay statistical analysis
I'd say.
yeah, assay statistical analysis were performed to compare mean serum folate levels between the two groups and to assess the association between folate levels and clinical variables such as age, gender, illness, duration. The study found that serum folate levels were significantly lower in patients with
Idle.
bipolar
Turn
disorder
right onto
with a
South
mean of
Road.
5.2 how do you pronounce it, nanograms per milliliter compared to healthy controls with a mean of 7.6
Just
nanograms
ahead.
per milliliter. The study also found that lower folate levels were associated with longer illness duration in bipolar patients.
What was the values again for the
Bipolar
one and that?
5.9 nanograms per milliliter, and for the healthy control was around like 7.6 nanograms per milliliter.
That's a pretty real difference right there.
Yeah.
Like 25% or something.
Is cysteine soluble? Cysteine is a fat soluble vitamin, but rare not essential
Turn at
amino
first
acid that
right
is
onto
soluble in
South
water
Bull
as a
Road.
component of protein. Cysteine is found in many foods, such as meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy products. The body can also synthesize cysteine from methionine and serine to other amino acids. Cysteine is not stored in the body to a significant extent, and any excess is excreted in the urine. Do you hear that?
Uh,
Cysteine is not stored in the body to a significant extent, and any excess is excreted in the urine.
Wait, give me a second. Okay, if you want to pause for like a couple minutes, I'm like getting lost here.
In blood, and then I will have to use, okay, the molecular weight, the compound fucking weight of glutathione. Okay, and then I will have to basically uh fucking, okay, so if there, okay, so I will have to make the conversion of liters to milligrams. Wait, yeah.
Based on the density of blood, average density of blood.
Two
Okay,
miles. Exit
so
18 Road.
if there's
Right onto
approximately like
Turn
zero
Highway
point zero 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 5 point to 0.005 millimoles per liter of blood, I will have to turn that into fucking grams, milligrams. Uh,
Based on the density of blood.
yeah, based on the density of blood, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You just look up density of blood and then you just multiply it by it or divide by it. Like density of blood.
Based on the density of blood,
Wait, is it density? Like is liters fucking what is what is a liter?
like it's like a measurement
I mean,
of liquidish things, liquid things.
but is that weight or is that like volume?
Uh, I think it's overall like volume, but yeah, it's volume.
Okay, yeah. If it's volume, then it's definitely goes through. You go through the density to get to the weight.
Yeah, and then okay, then after the okay, fuck. I guess I'll figure it out. Fuck it. It's gonna be a little bit mind-boggling, but I'll try my best to come up with this. It's interesting though. Like it's challenging. I like it.
Yeah, I just got to get the steps right.
Yeah, I gotta
on
fucking
the
think it
right
out.
onto
But
South
yeah,
Highway 21.
what I was gonna say.
so,
So
so,
what?
so the reason, and part of the reason for it is that you can like go and have glutathione injection, and they so well the good one is like a 2 grams. They inject 2 grams of glutathione into your blood. And like my question is, how is that weight related to what how does it change? Is that enough to fucking go from low concentration to high concentration, all that? Because when they inject glutathione, like during injection for health reasons, they do it in grams.
Yeah.
Like they can do like anywhere between 200 milligrams of glutathione injection to like up to like 3 grams of glutathione injection.
Hmm. I guess so, but yeah, fuck. I mean, I'll try my best. I'm gonna see what comes out of it. I think I can do it, but
Nice, nice.
yeah,
Just gotta make sure you get the steps right. The density, divide by density here,
yeah.
multiply by molecular weight there.
I'll see how it goes, bro. What I was gonna
Nice,
say.
nice.
So for yeah, we already got the differences in folate levels, like 5.9 nanograms per milliliter for like bipolar, and like for the
Yep,
control was 7.6. Okay, is
like
this
25%
yeah,
difference.
cysteine fat soluble? Cysteine is not a fat, so it
Yes, man. Like seriously, we could do it like after we get the process for this one for glutathione done the first time around. Like we could do it for other stuff. Like let's say for like folate. Like okay, so like let's say you're low on folate. You're let's say like you're low on folate. Like how many fucking grams of folate do you need to eat to get yourself to the high end? Based on like the difference in like
although
concentrations and all.
I think that I will first have to like master doing this, like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah, I gotta
but
learn the process first.
yeah. That's what I mean. Like once we do it one time around, like we could do it again for something else.
Yeah.
Like and then we would know like how much of an ingredient does it take to go from to go from the low end to high end.
Yeah. Yep. Um
Nice.
so cysteine fat soluble. Cysteine is not a fat soluble vitamin, but rare non-essential amino acid that is soluble in water as component of protein. Cysteine is found in many foods such as meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy products. The body can also synthesize cysteine from methionine and serine, two other amino acids. Cysteine is not stored in the body to a significant extent, and any excess is excreted in the urine.
Nice.
This
And
vitamin. Uh-huh.
wait. Do you happen to remember what was the absorption of cysteine? Was it low, high, medium? I
Uh,
feel like we'll look into
it
it.
was around like 40, around like the ranges was pretty much around like 40 to 45 milligrams per hour in absorption.
Oh, I think I converted to like 24 hours. Was it like 5% or something?
I don't remember exactly what you said, to be honest.
Okay, so it was 40 milligrams
On
out
average, it
of
was
what?
like 40
A, hun-
something per
a
100
hundred, a
grams.
hundred grams.
Yeah, 100 grams per hour. So, like around.
Okay, so yeah, 0.5% per hour. So that's 5% per 10 hours, 10% for something like 10% gets absorbed then. So yeah, so you eat some glutathione and then from when it enters your body to when you put it out, like 10% of it will get absorbed.
Yeah, it's
um,
relatively low, considering the fact that,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Cool.
For vitamin B12, is it soluble? Vitamin B, no, I mean not B12, B9. Is it soluble? Is also vitamin B9 is also known as folate or folic acid. It's
Optical
soluble in
schedule
water,
start.
meaning it dissolves in water. This characteristic makes it easy for the body to absorb and utilize vitamin B9. from the foods we eat or from the supplements. Water soluble vitamins like vitamin B9 are absorbed in the small intestine and transported to the
Statue of
liver and other tissues through the bloodstream. Any excess of vitamin B9 is excreted in the urine, which means it is not stored in the body to the same extent as fat soluble vitamins like vitamin D or vitamin E. Uh, Vitamin B9 rich foods will be green soybeans or edamame. Uh,
Mountain Boulevard.
and like 100 grams has around 311 micrograms, which is 78 percentage of the daily value. For lentils, 100 grams is 181 micrograms um, with 45 percentage daily value.
Damn.
Um,
Lentils seems like a really cool source of shit.
for
it, it,
uh-huh.
it's like what? It's like the highest proportion of cysteine to glutamate, and also apparently it's a really good source of folate.
Yep. Asparagus folate. It has around like per 100 grams of folate, it has 149 micrograms, which is 37 percentage of daily value. For spinach, per 100 grams, you got 146 micrograms, which is 37 percentage of the daily value. For broccoli, you have per 100 grams you have 108 micrograms, which is 27 percentage of daily value. For avocados, for every 100 grams, for every 100 grams, you got 81 micrograms, which is 20% of the daily value.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, but there is folate in avocados.
Yeah, but you would have to like it. Avocado is really dense in calories, so you can eat a lot of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Nearly as much as say lentils.
And I did some research of edamame, which is a green soybeans. Edamame is a type of soybean that is harvested when it's still young and green. It is a popular snack and appetizer in Japanese cuisine. It's also commonly used in salads, stir fries. Edamame is a nutritious food that offers several health benefits. And here are some of the potential health benefits. Rich in protein, edamame is an excellent source of plant-based protein. It contains all the essential amino acids that your body needs, making it great in addition to a vegetarian or vegan diet. It's high on fiber. Edamame is high in fiber, which can help improve digestion, promote feelings of fullness. Eating fiber-rich foods like edamame can also help regulate uh, blood sugar levels and lower cholesterol. Good source of vitamins and minerals. Edamame is a good source of vitamins and minerals, including vitamin K. Folate, potassium, vitamin K is important for healthy bones, while folate is necessary for healthy fetal development in pregnant women. Might reduce risk of chronic diseases. Some studies suggest that consuming soy proteins like edamame might reduce the risk of chronic diseases such as heart disease,
Hey,
breast
uh,
cancer. What?
sorry. I just had the thought. Can you try peanut butter?
Yeah, sure.
So can we let's adjust our experiment for avocado. Uh, Instead of nuts, like
Can
let's
I eat
see,
it with
like
bread, with a slice of bread? I don't really like it by itself.
yeah, sure. But like a teaspoon, or maybe 2 teaspoons of peanut butter versus avocado.
Wait, so no, we're not gonna consume avocado anymore. Like avocado experiment is rejected. Now peanut butter.
No, no. We're changing
Oh, okay,
avocado experiment.
okay. So it will be like basically if it lands on two, I will. Okay, wait. Can you explain me? Well, how will it change with the nuts if we're talking about if it lands to number two?
Okay, so two is eat it with peanut butter, and one is eat it with avocado.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I think because yeah, I think
One
nuts are a bit weird, but I think peanut butter is better.
one avocado, two peanut butter. Okay. Yeah, but basically it will be like fucking uh what was I gonna say? It will be like the tomato and then peanut butter, right?
Yeah, well, I mean as close as possible, right?
Yeah, yeah, like within like
I mean, wait, no, well, it would be actually peanut butter then tomato.
okay.
Either together or like, I mean, probably preferably first peanut butter then lycopene or tomatoes.
Okay.
Because remember how we looked at that statistics and it was basically said that lycopene is best after you eat something.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's how I've been doing it. I for example, I consume the fucking avocado and then I consume the tomato.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, avocado versus the peanut butter. And I mean, we can still um, use the point. Well, I mean, we can still use the points of avocado if you want as a two or
Yeah.
as a one. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, for
We'll
sure.
just get our first peanut butter point whenever that comes around.
For sure.
Nice. I really hope that there is no fucking difference because I kind of want to just. I already am eating peanut butter and like it'd be nice not to add another thing to my list of things I eat.
Yeah, yeah. Uh for sure, broski. Uh
Nice, nice.
so what I was gonna say? Yeah, so also green soybeans are low in calories. And now I'm about to tell you how it's harvested.
Okay, cool.
Soil preparation. The first step of in growing edamame is to prepare the soil. The soil should be loose and well drained with a pH of 0.6. I mean 0.0 to 7.0. It is important to remove any weeds or debris from the soil before planting. Planting edamame seeds are typically planted in spring or early summer once the soil has warmed up for at least 60 degrees Fahrenheit. The seed should be planted for 1 to 2 inches in deep, sorry, with a spacing of 2 to 3 inches between each seed. Watering. Edamame plants require regular watering to thrive. The soil should be kept moist but not waterlogged. It is important to avoid overhead watering as they can increase the risk of disease. Fertilizing. Edamame plants benefit from regular fertilization with a balanced fertilizer such as a 10-10 blend. Fertilizer should be applied every 4 to 6 weeks throughout the growing season. Pest and disease control. Edamame plants can be susceptible to a variety of pests and diseases, including aphids, mites, and fungal diseases. Regular monitoring and control measures, such as applying insecticidal soap or fungicides, might be necessary to keep the plants healthy. Harvesting. Um, edamame pods are typically ready to harvest for 80 to 100 days after planting. The pods should be picked when they are plump and green, but before they begin to become yellow. The entire pod is edible and can be boiled or steamed and seasoned with salt or spices. I tried green soybeans before. They're all right. Like they don't taste bad. So I'm pretty sure that if you
Oh,
wanted to incorporate them to your diet, you will not be suffering.
Is that do they just sell that at the local stores there?
I haven't eaten them in like some time, but like I'm pretty sure you can just buy them in a supermarket. I don't remember how I ate them, but
You don't remember where you got them from?
no, because it was like a year ago, 2 years ago. But
Yeah,
they're not.
yeah, that's what I was wondering is how easily available are they?
Probably if you go to like you know uh, a supermarket with a vast amounts of items with abundant stock of items, you'll be able to find them. Uh, so
Yeah.
so certain plants and foods certain certain plant foods, nuts and soy protein and food components, viscous viscous fibers and plant starches have been um, by the this is a study have been permitted by the FDI to carry heart health claim based on their cholesterol lowering ability. The FDI is currently considering revoking the heart health claim for soy protein due to a perceived lack of consistent LDL cholesterol reduction in randomized controlled trials and objective. We perform a meta-analysis of the 46 controlled trials on which the FDA will be based its decision to revoke the heart health claim for soy protein. We included the 46 trials in adult men and women with a baseline circulating LDL cholesterol concentrations ranging from 110 to 201 milligrams per milliliter as identified by the FDA. That studied the effects of soy protein on LDL cholesterol and total cholesterol compared with non-soy protein. Two independent reviewers extracted relevant data. The data were what was pulled by the generic inverse variance method with random effects
What
model.
what do they what do they consider non-soy protein?
Uh, like no clue. Like this is just what I found, but like there was nothing else in regards to this study.
Okay, yeah, probably maybe just like everything else. So like average whatever you eat versus if you replace what you eat on average with soy protein.
Yeah, like yeah. Uh,
Okay.
yeah. I don't know which are foods, but most definitely it was just anything non-soy protein related, which will be like animal protein or whatnot.
Or yeah, vegetable protein or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like random shit. Yeah, makes sense. Maybe.
Uh, what I was gonna say. Method with the random effects model and expressed as mean differences with a 95% confidence level. Heterogeneity was assessed and quantified. Uh, of the 46 trials identified by the FDA, 43 provided data for meta-analysis. Of those, 41 provided data for LDL cholesterol and all provided data for total cholesterol. Soy protein of a median dose of 25 grams per day during the median follow-up of 6 weeks decreased LDL cholesterol by 4.76 milligrams per deciliter with a 95% confidence level, and the value given was negative 6.71 and negative 2.80 milligrams per deciliter with a p-value of less than 0.0001, uh, which the percentage was 55 percentage. uh, Another p-value of less than 0.0001, and decreased total cholesterol levels by 6.41 milligrams per deciliter, uh, with the 95
Wait,
one.
did you say it decreased LDL but increased total cholesterol?
No, it decreased LDL and also total cholesterol. Both of them decreased.
Oh, okay. So okay, gotcha.
Yeah, the LDL was 4.76 and total cholesterol was 6.41 milligrams per deciliter.
Okay.
and 95% confidence level, and the ranges were negative 9.30 to like negative 3.52 milligrams per deciliter with a p-value of less than 0.0001 and a probability of 74 percentage, and with a p-value of less than 0.0001. Compared with non-soy protein controls, there was no dose-response effect of evidence of publication bias for either outcome. Inspection of individual trials estimate indicated most trials 75% showed a reduction in LDL cholesterol with a range of negative 0.77 to negative 58.60 milligrams per deciliter, although only a minority of those were individually statistically significant. Conclusion: uh, soy protein significantly reduced LDL cholesterol by approximately 3 to 4% in adults. Our data supports the advice given to the general public uh, internationally to increase plant protein intake.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I've read over and over that soy is healthy.
Yeah,
Like at least outside of the fucking news and fucking opinions and myths. Like just looking into the research.
yeah. The researchers conducted comprehensive search of several electronic databases to identify all relevant studies that investigated the association between soy consumption and prostate cancer risk. They include studies published up to 2020. The inclusion criteria for the studies were original research studies, two reporting the association between soy intake and increase of um, uh, reporting the association between soy intake and prostate cancer risk using a case control cohort or nested case control design, providing the odds of ratios or relative risks with corresponding 95% confidence intervals for the highest versus lowest soy intake category. The researchers extracted relevant data from each included study and assessed the quality of the studies using the NOS. The meta-analysis was conducted using a random effect model to calculate the pooled or 95 confidence level for the association between soy consumption and prostate cancer risk. The statistical heterogeneity between studies was assessed using 1 to 2 statistics, and sensitivity and analysis were performed to explore the potential sources of heterogeneity. The overall relative risk of prostate cancer for high versus low soy consumption was 0.76 with a 95 confidence level interval and ranges between 0.64 to
Hey,
0.90. Uh,
hey, so can we do like another experiment, sort of, or like,
yeah,
uh, let's see, can you, so like, let's say, so when you don't do lycopene, can you do like, uh, two tomatoes,
yeah, sure.
and then, if you want to like maybe restart, or the experiment would be, you would restart the uh, lycopene data from zero, and basically in this new thing it would really be asking a question of um, lycopene with fat versus tomato with fat. Um,
Wait, let me write it down. Can you say it again, like the experiment?
so if it's one, it's lycopene. If it's two or zero, it's nothing, or it's actually tomato. two
Okay, if
tomatoes.
it says one is lycopene, if it says two, it's two tomatoes.
Yeah, let's do it that way. Let's do it just one, between one and two. I mean, it's just, this one is not related to the avocado because this one is going in parallel.
Wait, so what if like it lands on one for me for avocado? Do I still need to eat in three tomatoes?
Yeah, yeah. So this it's independent of that one. So that one, one is you
Okay.
eat like lycopene with tomato, or I mean lycopene with peanut butter, and then lycopene or tomato with peanut butter, and two you eat lycopene or tomato with avocado. So that one is separate. That one is by itself experiment. But then this one will adjust basically the lycopene experiment where you were doing it between one and three.
Yeah. Wait,
So
one
now
and three for the upper one for lycopene and either one for lycopene, two for two tomatoes. Wait, what? What about the number three? Where does it land?
yeah, let's just change that experiment to just between one and two, and
Yeah,
one is lycopene supplement, and then two is
two
two
tomatoes. Yeah,
tomatoes.
yeah. And for the other one, it's like for the avocado one is one for eat one tomato and then the avocado, and the other one is peanut butter and then two then I mean for the avocado one will be tomato, then avocados, and then for the other one will be peanut butter and then 2 spoons of peanut butter and then the avocado. What?
You're getting confused as good as I get. I mean, I think you know what you're talking about, but when you say it, the words get confused. You just said two is two spoons of peanut butter with avocado.
No, 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 no. Like you eat. Okay, so okay. I'm getting confused. Okay.
I know.
Uh, okay. So for like the first one, is like one for lycopene, two for two tomatoes, right? If it lands on one, is what lycopene. If it lands on two, is two tomatoes, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. And then for the avocado one, it's tomato,
Or
avocado,
like a pen.
or if it lands on one, right?
No, well, no. If it lands in one or two, in both cases it's tomato or lycopene, whichever you're doing that day. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So like one experiment could give you one or two, and so you might be eating tomato or lycopene. But the other experiment, decides whether you eat that with avocado or peanut butter.
Okay.
And so they will independently ask a question. One will ask, you know, is it worth doing the supplement, is it better to do the supplement or just eat two tomatoes? And then the second experiment will answer a question independently whether to eat. Does it matter if you eat avocado with the tomato or lycopene or peanut butter,
Okay.
or maybe one is better than the other?
So one will be avocado, then tomato, and the other one will be then peanut butter, then tomato, right? No, no, no. Wait. I'm getting confused, bro.
Oh, I think you might have said it right. Okay, say that again.
Avocado, then tomato, and then peanut butter, then tomato for two.
Yeah, but it's tomato or lycopene, whichever you're getting that day.
Okay.
It doesn't. So it's not. It doesn't care. It doesn't care if it's tomato or lycopene. It only decides if it's peanut butter or avocado. The second experiment.
But okay. So for example, if in the first experiment it lands on one, and I consume the fucking lycopene, and then I do the avocado one and it lands on one. Um, what I was gonna say?
No.
Like,
So if you do the first experiment lands on one, you don't consume the lycopene yet. You then run a random number generator for the second one, and see if you need to eat that lycopene with peanut butter or avocado.
Oh, okay. And if it lands
Yeah,
on
so
two,
basically,
if it lands on two, I will be doing the fucking the tomatoes, right? Uh, uh,
but
uh-huh.
but yeah, go ahead.
But then I need to roll for the other number, and then um, I will, like, for the other experiment, and if it lands on one, right? I will do fucking I will do either avocado or fucking peanut butter.
Yes. And I guess you would roll the second one first. First I guess you would first decide, figure out if it's peanut butter or avocado, and then you roll to see if you need to eat tomatoes or lycopene after it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking that maybe eating two tomatoes with fat, will like quadruple the absorption of the fucking lycopene in tomatoes to the degree where even there's no need for the supplement.
Okay. Yeah, for sure, bro. I got it. So
That's
yeah, I got it. I'm gonna start doing the experiments that way. Uh,
cool, cool.
so should I delete the data from like avocado on previous days?
You can save the last one, and then yeah, just save the very last one, as just one point,
Okay.
and that would be the equivalent of the two or whatever number you assign it. Avocado with the lycopene or tomato.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, so the association between soy consumption um, and reduced prostate cancer risk was stronger in Asian population. With what I was gonna say, relative risk of 0.65 and a confidence level of 95 percentage. And the ranges were like 0 0.53 to 0.79 compared with
Wait,
the
what was it?
like the risks, the fucking association between soy consumption and reduced prostate cancer risk was
Oh,
stronger
yeah,
in
yeah.
Asian population, uh, with uh, with the relative risk of 0.65 and a 95% confidence level, and ranges between 0.53 to 0.79 compared to non-Asian population with relative risk of 0.92 and a confidence level of 95 percentage, and ranges between 0.77 to like 1.11. The association,
Oh,
what?
it was basically not statistically significant for the non-Asian.
Yeah. The association was also stronger in studies that says long-term soy intake with a relative risks of 0.78, 95 percentage confidence level, and ranges between 0.52 to 0.88 compared to short-term intake with a relative risk of 0.89, 95 confidence level, and 0.71 to 1.12. There was no significant difference in the association between soy consumption and prostate cancer risk based on the types of soy products, which will be tofu, soy milk, etc.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And that will
We should
be
do it.
what?
We should do at some point experiment of like fucking growing a soybean and seeing if it's healthy to eat a grown soybean that you grew versus like from the store.
I mean, I could try to figure out a way to do it without my fucking dogs pissing on it and dripping apart the plant off.
right?
Like, yeah, I mean, I think I could try maybe put something, some sort of protection thing here or whatnot. I mean,
I
yeah,
mean, you could just put it. I mean, oh yeah, you mean you would like grow it outside?
yeah, like on the garden.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting experiment. Like basically comparing, basically, so, like eating it from the fucking vine versus eating it from the store.
Yeah, I always wanted to do that. Like, actually, you know,
How
we
long does it
what?
take to grow a soybean?
How long does it take to grow one?
A
Soybean?
soybean.
No clue, bro. Didn't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it. I think it takes like naturally, or you mean like harvested with like for a lot of fertilizers and all that.
I mean, I mean, it's normal for people to use some fertilizer. Like even there's like natural fertilizer. Like I mean, my grandma would fucking put a shovel of cow shit, before like uh what did she do? Basically, under every fucking tomato, there was like a shovel full of cow shit. Under every tomato plant in our when we did a bunch of tomatoes in our garden.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, so I'm just saying there's like some natural fertilizers that will make it grow faster. But I mean, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, on regards to like how long it takes to be like ripe ready, I do not know, but like I just know that um they apply fertilizers every like 4 to 6 weeks, and the main pods are typically ready to harvest every 80 to 100 days after planting. But I don't know,
Wait. You said between 80 and 200.
80 and 100 days after planting.
Oh, 80 and
The pods,
100
the pods.
or 3 months. Yeah. What's a pod?
Uh, like with the pot, I imagine it's like the area, like the designated area where they harvested. But
Uh,
it doesn't say that it's ripe. It only said are typically ready for harvest 80 to 100 days
I
after planting.
yeah. I mean that means they're ready to that I think that means right.
You sure?
No, I guess. Well, unless they just harvest things too early, like if they harvest tomatoes like slightly green or something, and then they wait for them to ripen on a
Mm.
fucking. Outside of that, like it must think that
I mean,
it's not gonna get any
yeah, I mean,
burn.
but realistically speaking, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 3 months, 4 months, because it's what the average fucking harvest of like multiple vegetables and shit like that it usually takes. Well, it
That
depends.
would- that we really should do that experiment because like yeah like that would just show us if there's a difference between self grown and just food bought. Do you grow anything in the garden right now that you
No, no,
eat?
no, nothing. There is nothing because the dogs literally obliterated every like they fuck everything. Like my mom, like okay, so we had like garden like grass and shit like that, but the dogs literally destroyed all of them, and uh they literally keep digging out the fucking grass out of it
so
and destroying the
so
flowers and the plants.
so how many can you pull up a picture of the soybean plant when it's like with its fucking food body and like basically adult one ready supposed to be
Okay.
ready to be harvested. Like how many?